Alright, welcome back to the Yarn Greens.
Welcome to the happy innuendo.
So guess what?
Having the sex with the bees and the eagles. Sorry, that's...
What?
Okay, Josh showed me the opening of Attack on Titan, and apparently according to someone, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like having the sex with the bees and the eagles.
I guess, yeah.
No, and it syncs up like perfectly. It's, the best. And so, whenever I had him over, we just kept saying that like at random points in the night, just like having the sex with the bees and the eagles.
Alright, so now I need to call Meryl. No, it's 0.
You said you knew.
Who are you? I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
And your bust.
Not important.
You're the Colonel's niece.
I will absorb you.
It's not him.
Sorry.
And just exactly who are you? I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone and
Not
this whole mess. You came by yourself? You
Yeah,
came
I'm a
from
man,
the
aren't I?
army? I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know. How do you know my uncle? We go way back. What's your
To
name?
1942.
It's not important. Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake? That's what some people call me. The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before.
Oh my gosh,
I
so
was
pretty
sure
hot.
You were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes.
And that ass.
They're not soldier's eyes.
They're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Eyes. Thick.
Just what I'd expect.
Strong.
Legendary Solid Snake.
Bubbly.
2020 vision.
Perfect eyes. Just like staring at her butt still, even through the camera.
Legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I
Well, I mean, the codec can't do visual,
Why did you close your eyes when you saw my face?
Then why'd she take off her mask?
Because you look just
so
like
she could
him.
talk better.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal?
I was born from today.
But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place?
It'd be really ironic
Think
this
it's
came out in
a nuclear
2001.
weapons disposal facility.
This game came out in 98,
I think
and it
I-
takes place in
Nobody told us
2005.
anything, did
Hmm.
they? Okay. You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right. For the development of Metal Gear.
This is
Like, here's an example. It's like an armband.
Arms Tech.
Test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy.
There should be a game, like, off of this. Like, opposite Metal Gear Liquid, where he plays Liquid Snake.
Metal Gear Liquid. That'd be a very boring game.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
That's
we-
when you gave the detonation code over.
Oh, because you wouldn't do anything until Snake would start, like,
Amazing you were able to keep
stick
the
around for 10 hours.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway,
What is that supposed to mean?
Sexist!
dead.
Scoundrel!
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
the chief died from a heart attack too.
Yeah.
You killed him too?
Either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have
What,
no idea
sorry.
what.
Don't want to say that. You reminded me, no more spoilers.
Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
Spoiler alert.
Dr.
After this episode, I guess I'll ask if I don't forget.
Still alive.
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement.
It's
of the
about,
nuclear
one
warhead
of the
storage building to
things
the
you can
north.
take.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You
to the building where the doctor is being held.
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green.
Women.
I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm blue. God, get it right.
Pause for just
But
one
you're
second.
green on the
Clearly
screen.
Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
It was just like the jerky farm back at home.
People are different.
Poor Sheila is just like a
Ever
cow.
since I was a little girl, I always dreamed.
God, amazing. Let's go.
Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now,
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
Oh.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right.
The only time Snake ever laughs in the entire game. It's so weird every time I see it.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code over.
He's always like, raspy.
But listen, I know this area better than you. Call
That's
me
his
if you
kid's
have
name.
any questions.
Raspy Snake.
Be careful, okay?
Oh, his voice is really raspy.
Cargo door.
Well, yeah, I know, but that'd be a funny name for a kid like
His son's name is Raspy.
Snake.
Is that it? Okay.
I was gonna say, Meryl, that compa high makes you jumpy, and she's like jumping again, and she's like, I'm not jumpy!
Shut up!
Everyone inside the tank.
I'd just like to tank everybody. I'd like
Wait,
to
go,
tank my
wait, no, go
mom.
back and knock. Everyone, can I have your attention?
Excuse me.
I'd like to thank the Academy. This tank.
I'd like to think this tank, this one, right here.
And these crates. Socrates.
These crates.
Sorry, I said Socrates. He's like a old, like really old guy.
So crates.
Yeah, that's what I call him too. Like in my head, it's like, what's the guy's name? Socrates. Yeah, Socrates. I have to say it a little bit in my head before I can say it actually properly. Quit calling me.
I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry.
She's not actually in here. Immediately. What?
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake. The cargo door is like an airlock.
Like, what if by Metal Gear Solid 6 there's like 40 snakes? Like, this Snake is a completely different snake, and he's like, yeah?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait. You said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless.
I'm
That's when
18, you
things
can't tell me what
always
to
turn
do.
sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These
Yeah,
guys
like
are
puts it in the mud.
professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
She's gonna get herself killed.
You're gonna lose your bike!
My bike!
That was all one of the Pee Wee Herman movies was about, just a bike.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, the way you guys say it sounds like Pee Wee's Pig Adventure. Like, he had like a pork roast or something.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, pork roast.
You're just enjoying a nice pork roast.
Mm. Dude, don't get your feet cut.
That's not what these lasers do. These are the lasers that...
Yeah, I
detect...
know, detect people and, like, alert the guards.
Yeah, the room will fill with gas. And you can't go anywhere. You can just die. Yeah.
Like, what if he threw a rock and activated the thing and just tuck and rolled out of the room?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, a raccoon was in there, like, help! Help! Just died.
Help! Shut up, deep throat.
Call me deep throat. Ew, gross. Mindy. Mind. Like, gap?
Mind the gap. Okay.
So if you didn't answer the codec call from,
If you don't answer, if you
Meryl.
answer that right there, it just talks about minds.
Mm.
The codecs that they answer automatically are the ones that I care about. The ones like these, I don't answer them because I already know, and they're kind of pointless because you'll just see me do what they're about to tell me. We're gonna have that ready. Go.
Oh yeah, I've actually watched you do this before. God, I hope a tank doesn't show up and...
I hope a tank doesn't totally throw
no!
a yeah. If your hope a tank doesn't... Oh no!
Guess this isn't my day. Did you say the Raven came from Purgatory?
No, this is Raven's territory.
Oh. Yeah, because they can't survive the Arctic. I mean, no... Alright. He's like, I'll give you cupcakes. He's a really slow, groggy guy from what it sounds. Except for that.
That's right. You belong on the ground.
He's like a really slow Schwarzenegger. He's wooden, but he's really slow. That's right. Come closer. You know what? I have one question. Can we talk about the bandana?
Sure.
Oh, well. I remember watching you play this with, the bandana that lets you, like, have infinite stuff.
Yep.
And you're like, man, I really wish I had a bandana like that. You see all the Snapchats, like... sorry, Vomit was trying to force its way up, but, it was like, man, I can't find a bandana in here. Guess this tie will have to be a makeshift bandana.
Make yourself to use a tie.
Yeah, like, let's see if it worked. You had, like, 2 cheese cracker packs, I'm guessing. Like, one of them, like, had a cracker missing, the other one didn't. You're like, yep.
Yeah.
Or you put it back while... I don't know. I like the way you run, like... Just such a... Wow, you almost one-shot him.
You can two-shot him. That's the max. Or the minimum, sorry.
That's the max you can do. You screw up there and you're dead.
That's it.
Oh, seeing you get crushed by that tank reminds me of something in Saints Row. I was playing it, right? And you know how, like, tanks, like, in the military are, like, almost unstoppable unless your car is, like, really strong? Well, I went and, like, you see how, like, he's on his side? I drove under the tank's, like, side. And it counted as me going under the rims, so it killed me.
Ah, it's not gonna be a two-shot.
Oh, I almost said snolid opaque. I'm sorry.
Opaque snake.
No, I almost said snolid opaque. That is not the guy who was in there.
It is. There were 2 gunners and then the driver.
Oh. I mean, it's not the Raven. What happened to him?
He's in there.
Somewhere?
Got a new card. Security level 3.
Oh, sweet debit card. Gonna go max it out at Kmart. Sorry, and wherever Snake Max is.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did
Is he
you
like...
think of him?
He's in the...
He
yeah.
is just
I'm
as
sorry,
he
I
said.
don't mean to say anything rude, but is he shit talking you from where, like,
As if possessed by
he's
a
down in the dumps in the
much
tank?
like you.
Like to where it's really muffled, like, I'll get you, Snake, and he's like, what?
The snake prowls but is unable to scratch its back. As the zoo people are aware of, the snake has no arms in which to scratch its back.
What are you talking about?
Watch your tongue, shaman. In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as
The raven on my head thirsts for his blood.
Snake is mine.
Those are the most compliant ravens I think I've ever seen. Just like King Ghidorah is like never calm, and like there's an animation of him like just having 3 still heads.
and I.
Yet they're always like diddling all over the place.
Prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Just because you threw grenades at your tank doesn't mean you have the right to have a personal vendetta. It's like, that prick.
See what's going on out here, guys.
Oh, sweet, secret organization.